Hi everyone, this is Shemin Vizzi from the Long Island Adoptive Families. What we decided this year is to try to help the community a little bit more and interview different people that do services for our group, our families. It doesn't necessarily have to be about adoption or foster care. It has to do with helping your kids, your parenting. So over the next few months, you're going to see different interviews. And today I thought it would be interesting to start with an acupuncturist. I'm going to bring in Melanie here, who actually has been working on my son for the last 5 years. Or 6 years. 6 years, isn't it? Oh boy.
Quite a while.
So first introduce yourself, what your name is, and how you got into acupuncture.
Okay. My name is Melanie Scola. I'm a local acupuncturist. I first found out about acupuncture when I was actually very sick and had gone to many doctors, none of who were able to help me at the time. A friend of mine suggested that I go to acupuncture, and I was very skeptical, not really interested at all. And after much prompting and months of getting sicker and sicker, I finally went, and I got better. Each time I went, I got better and better, and wanted to know why that was happening, what was the reason, how was this working. And the more I found out about it, the more interested I was, the more I got better, and then I was prompted to study it.
Okay. What is acupuncture?
So acupuncture is using hair-thin needles in very specific points in the body to allow the body to heal itself.
Okay, well, what kind of places? Like, where do the needles actually go?
Most of the needles go in the arms, the legs, and the back. So it's not necessarily where you think the needles would go. It's not necessarily specific to the condition. For example, the most common point for headaches that a lot of people have heard of is on the hand. So they're sometimes moving the energy away from the area that's affected.
Okay, well, who can get acupuncture?
Acupuncture works for all ages, from newborns to seniors. The youngest patient I've had was 2 weeks old, and the oldest was 92.
Ah, my son's not in there anymore. Okay. What kind of things does acupuncture treat? What kind of problems?
Most people think of pain when they
Right.
think of acupuncture, or stress and fatigue. It also works for digestive issues, respiratory issues. It really is a complete healthcare system, especially in rural parts of China where they don't have access to Western medicine. They use acupuncture for everything, even broken bones. Obviously here, if I broke a bone, I would go to the emergency room, but it works for many things more than what we typically think of when we think of just pain.
Okay. My little one's standing here, so don't mind us looking this way. Do kids get needles?
Some kids do. It depends on their comfortability. Most of the time we use a non-needle acupuncture treatment, which is a Japanese technique called shoni shin. We use little tools to rub the acupuncture points or put pressure on the acupuncture points and
Go
channels.
get the shell. Go get the shell and show everybody. Where's the shell? Come on, show everybody.
We have a volunteer that would like to demonstrate how this works.
All right. All right, here you go.
So there
Here's the shell.
are very particular tools that they use in Japan, but some of the kids are frightened by the tools because some of them look like needles or they're made of metal. So the most common thing that we use here in the U.S. is oyster shells, and we just rub along.
Let me tell you, it does work.
along the acupuncture channel.
I don't
It doesn't
mind
look
needles,
like
but
it does much, but for an adult, I would put a needle here and here to move the energy down the arm. On a child, you just rub the skin and the energy moves much more quickly. Just like a child gets sick more quickly and gets well faster, a child responds to this treatment faster than we would. So that's why.
So when you put the needles in, say you put it here and here, so how does it actually work? What is acupuncture? What's it doing? Like, I know you're saying energy is moving away, but what other thing is it?
So they've done tons of research to try to prove what's actually happening in acupuncture. Unfortunately, those are Western design studies that are trying to explain an Eastern medicine.
Okay.
And they haven't really been able to explain it. They wanted to see, does acupuncture travel along the root of the veins in the body, and they found out no. Does it travel along the nerves in the body, which many people thought, and the answer was no. The most common belief right now is it travels along the fascia, which is kind of the tissue inside the body. If you think of it as a skin inside the body that holds the organs in place, holds the muscles together, that thin layer of skin inside the body, the most common belief now is that it travels along that tissue. It's very hard to study that tissue, so they haven't been able to prove that yet.
Okay. Well, how many times do you get acupuncture? Is it
For most people, they will come once a week, usually once a week for 4 to 6 weeks, just to have a good foundation. The goal is to get you then to every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and to once a month for a maintenance treatment.
Okay.
Conditions that you've had for a long time will take longer to make a change. Right. Something that happened more recently will obviously have a quicker change.
Okay. So why don't you tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they have questions or want to try it or...
Sure. My office is in Babylon. I'm local here on Montauk Highway. My number is 631-682-7619. That's my cell phone. You can call or text me. I'm very low tech, very old school. I don't have a website. I don't really use email, so calling and text are the best way to reach me. I'm available anytime for any questions, even if you're outside the area and would like a referral to an acupuncturist in your area, or just want to know what questions to ask if you want to interview an acupuncturist in your area. I'm very interested in educating everybody about its benefits.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
And again, if you have any questions, and you're going to see on the bottom of the screen, I'll put her number up there so you can get in contact. Thank you everybody for watching. Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
Shannon.